You guys were probably wondering, hey, what's Doug going to talk about today? In fact, up until a few days ago, I was wondering the same thing. But then I realized that the topic for me was right in front of me, because right in front of me, my daughter painted a saying for me. So let me hold that up for the group here. So I'll give you a second to digest this, but you can see the past does not equal the future, right? So for those of us that are big Tony Robbins fans, I'm sure you're very familiar with this, but simply put, like the diagram states here, the past doesn't equal the future. So things that have happened to you in the past, for good or better, do not necessarily dictate what your future will be. So with that theme, I thought I would go through 3 examples and then kind of sum things up. So let's go through topic number 1. Golf. As many of you guys know, I really love golf. In fact, way back when, in the early 80s, I was a high school golfer and stuff, but something happens when you don't play golf. You become not very good in golf. So over the past several decades, I became not very good in golf, and I just didn't play that often. So as you might anticipate, there's a correlation behind not playing and not practicing. And I really saw my scores, go up into the upper 90s. There were a few times even 100. So if you know anything about golf, that's just not actually very good. So with the theme, the past doesn't equal the future, I decided to do something about it, right? What can I do about it? And what I did about it is I went out and I went to the Overland Park golf course. I committed with an instructor out there, took a series of 6 lessons, in-person lessons, basically transformed the basement down here into a golf facility. Kristen is not overly happy about that, but all is good. Happy Valentine's Day. And so, if you were to walk down here, you would see a driving net and so forth, and you would see a putting green. But through a lot of instructional videos, the game has become much better. In fact, last year I broke all the way down to 83. So that's just really fantastic. So there is hope. Just because there was not so good golf in the past doesn't mean that great golf, or at least from my situation, better golf like an 83 is not possible. Topic number 2 with the theme, the past doesn't equal the future. It goes with my career. My career was going okay. I was in my mid-40s roughly 8 years ago or so, and just could not seem to advance anymore. I thought, what's holding me back? And specifically, what was holding me back was the ability to speak in front of others. Big hard time with that. So I joined this group, and this group has significantly helped me overcome that. So again, the past does not equal the future. So really the common theme here is, even though the past doesn't equal the future, you have to do something about it. In the case of the public speaking, not only did I join Toastmasters, for whatever reason, I decided no matter what, I am not going to let this handicap, this little situation get me down. So at work, I volunteered for every public speaking thing that I could do. In the industry, I decided, hey, I'm just going to speak at all events if I can. And over time, it just gets better, right? I don't know if you ever overcome it, but it just gets better because repetition is the mother of skill, right? Another Tony Robbins deal. Conversely, if you say, hey, the past doesn't equal the future, you could talk about relationships. I consider myself an exceptional father, a great husband, and so forth. But even though that has been the past, that doesn't mean that that's going to be the future, right? I could wake up tomorrow and just start, I guess, drinking all the time and doing just crazy stuff and other things that aren't conducive to being a great husband and a great father. But again, the past does not equal the future. So you have to work on it, right? You have to continually work on it. But with a focus on the first 2 topics, for all of us that have things that we struggle with, that we want to get better. Each day is a new day. Each day is a day to truly get out there and make yourself better. Just because things have been a certain way does not mean that you can't get better. And when I say better, I mean significantly better. So it's all about applying yourself and pushing forward. So, hey, happy Friday to all of you guys. I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm sure you guys are too. So I'll turn it back over to Carrie. Thank you guys very much.